Hello everybody and welcome back to Summit's Burn, our nomad town full of banished individuals. Iron ore and furnace fuel, yes, that's what we want. So our small iron smelter is now finished, and we have our lonely builder making some roads in a building site. Exciting stuff. Now what we need is, we're doing okay for food, but we are going to need some kind of wood production type situation to go on. So just that's what I'll actually put this over here. It covers some, and I will set this to prioritize that. 12 stone, 32 wood. We've got nearly the right amount of wood. In clearing this we should get it, but we do need stone, I believe. So let's go and hunt some stones. A lot of iron down there. There's some stone. None up there. And all of that. Any stones in here? Any stones that are in here are a good thing to get, because it leaves room for trees. And iron as well. There's a little bit in there. So this will provide us with a steady supply of stones. But what we do need to do is pan round. I know there's somewhere you can wait till it's built, or at least cleared anyway. Let me see. So it gives it a little path in front. And the other thing we're going to do is, this might seem weird, but to create a small stockpile in front of it for wood. Which means that he'll chop down trees and leave them right there, and we can get our labourers to run back and forth with them. That's the general idea, and you're complaining that you don't have any iron. Makes sense, I suppose. There's iron coming though, so stop complaining. We have 10 furnace fuel, and you've got 18 in there. So what I'll do for now is turn this off and sack that person. How is our ages going? Got a 2-year-old there, got a 7-year-old there, a 7-year-old there. I think there are most. Oh, there's a 10-year-old there. 10-year-old girl, 7-year-old boy, 7-year-old girl. So we need to think about getting houses soon. I think it's at 10 that they can move out. Once they move out, then that's kind of a bonus. The other thing we need to do is collect all wild foods from this area. And this one. And up there. Yeah, we'll just do a nice wide spread of wild food collection. So we're going to need this road to go up here and join on over here somehow. Somewhere. Or along here and up. Or some. We'll figure that out after. So what does this need? Loads of stuff. Logs and stone. Well, there is some stone. There's 1. And there's 4 logs, so should be happy about that. The other thing we're actually going to do is create a road out like that. And we need a wooden bridge to go across there. Jesus, that takes a lot. There you go, 7 logs, that'll do. So that our forester guy won't have to walk through the river. So it looks like our people will be collecting something other than what I really need them to. The logs are completely run out now, so we're going to have to do something about that. Probably take all of these. Map's starting to look a bit, but we'll take up this up here, so we can build up here. This can be our little residential sector, commercial sector, and this can be like our civil. What's the word I'm looking for? The area where we put all our town buildings. So we'll work on clearing up there very shortly. Nobody's died yet. There are 13 adults and 5 children. Our future couple is still living across the road from each other, 2 years away from being kicked out of their parents' house. So everything's been removed and just waiting on logs. So we do need to ask for some logs to be taken from right there. Take quite a few. This has an area of effect that stops there anyway. So there's mountains that are kind of in the way, but nothing I can really do about that. 2 more logs and then that can go. And then this needs 7. This doesn't need anything, just that really big stone needs to go away. So we'll leave them to that. This is ready to build, and is being built in fact. So that'll be another supply of food, which will increase our average health. No complaints. So what we need to look into is specialist warehouse, trade buildings, trading post. What does it need? It's huge. I think I can pause this somehow. There we go, pause button. Alright, so we'll come back to that after, but it's placed, which is the main thing. Because we are going to need some seeds and animals and the likes for obvious reasons. We're going to need food. Food is a very important commodity. We do have a reasonable amount, not as much as I would like, but got a good chunk of stone now actually. 65 stone, so these stockpiles seems that 100 stone will be 100%. Same with logs. You are producing some iron, but we don't have any. So hurry up. Still 8. The reserve of logs is low. Well, that's why I'm wanting this built. Once this is built, we'll have a steady supply. Oh, pardon me. So they're obviously out gathering food. That's exactly what they're doing, which is okay. Our tools are still at 8, which again is okay. There we go, that's what we need. This still isn't built yet, so I will assign a second worker. So there's one at each building. This is still going to need logs, I presume. Yep. Our stockpile's complete though. Coming into early summer, it would be nice to have our log issue sorted this year. If you didn't notice from the last episode, the general feel of this game is that each year is going to be an episode. Not entirely sure how long it takes to go through a year, but that's the general feel. I think it's about right to do about a year for every sort of episode type thing. See how long our civilization can last, or until we run out of things to do. But just now we're still on the back foot, trying to make everyone kind of survive. Keep everyone happy. They should be 9 very soon. What I'm actually going to do is build another country road. 1, 2, 3. Let me just check. Did I do this wrong? I think I did. Right next to the stockpile. So if I rotate these guys around, they have theirs there. I did do it wrong. But that's fine because I was considering going to bigger houses. They are actually smaller. Wooden house. Wooden house takes up, I think, 4. So they'd have it right next to the stockpile, and they'd have it just past the stockhouse, so that's not going to work. Nordic log cabin. It's the same, I think. That's unfortunate. Get rid of that and hire a beekeeper. Crack the whip on that one. Good. Hire some wood cutters. There's some wood on the go. There's a lump of iron right there. Still got plenty of furnace fuel. So let's work out our housing thing. That is not the kind of house I want. Stone house. It's quite nice. Japanese thatched house. That's not the worst house I've ever seen. Country house. Japanese tiled house. Oh, that's quite nice. Japanese row houses. 7 families could live, but look at the resources it takes. My god. A boarding house, a town lodging, colonial houses. Half colonial house. The other half colonial townhouse. Colonial homestead. That's nice. Colonial corner house. Tunnel. And general corner area. Don't know why you'd want that. And then you got your row houses. That's not even a house. Just that's a very modern looking house, and that's very Victorian, which can kind of get that. So no idea what kind of house to build. I think that the mayor's house should be a... That's a very nice house. It should be a colonial house like this. I think there was a button you could push to change them. Can't remember what it is. Is it Y? No. T? No, let's turn the other way. I can't remember. Saying that, it does look like an okay little house. It's the kind of thing we'd have up the very back up here. Actually, we'd have over here, I'd expect. But it takes things we can't build, so we will not do that. I'd like to create some stone houses because it provides more warmth. It takes 40 stone though, have a look at this stone. I'll put 1 there. Just the 1. And how are you doing for 37 logs. There, that's what you want. I suppose I could have a look at this road thing I wanted to build now. At what point do you turn up? Probably do it to about there. Then go like so. That works for me. I should really build the guy out here a house. It would make sense. Log cabin's not gonna fit, is it? That log cabin will fit. What about the Nordic log cabin? It would make sense I'm having a log cabin. Nordic log cabin won't fit there, but would fit there. That makes sense, him living there in a log cabin. He cuts down trees at the end of the day, or all day. Still have 2 builders. Drop that down to 1. We need 1 builder. We need someone running about doing things for us. So we're in early autumn. Nobody's died. Still got 13 adults, 5 children, but hopefully this house will get built soon. Let me just see how many labourers we have. Where is it? That one. We got 3 labourers and 1 builder. So they should be getting on with things. I don't know what they're doing, but they should be getting on with something. So here comes the colder weather. It's down to 6 degrees already. Be good if we could get this guy over here moved in. Our food is going up. That's good. Almost back to where it should be. Right, you've run out of things to do, so stop working and I'll fire you. So this looks like it's nearly full. And we've got a good chunk of iron. What are we running low on? Tools. So get this back to work. We've actually run out of tools. That's very observant of me. And what do we have in decorations? Okay. Planter bases, fruit trees. Don't want them to be able to walk through anything. A fence that can be decorative or used to. So you can basically put these along the side of the road, kind of thing. And then you can do these like so. So it disappears inside the building. Another autosave there. Like that. And then a fence can be down. Does not flatten terrain. So should move with the terrain. Very clever. Very clever indeed. Piles of resources. I don't know why you'd want that. I don't know. Decorative animals. Decorative. Okay. Town decorations. So we're in the end of autumn now. What is this? Large pond. Actually is a large pond. Decorative logs, wooden tables, street lanterns, scarecrows, punishment. It said F to cycle through them, so there you go. This is the kind of thing you'd expect to see in a castle. I think right... Is there bigger ones? Hangman's Noose. I would say that would go about here. What do we need for that? Can't select it. People are starting to run out of tools. What do you mean you don't have things? What is here missing? Ah, we'll do it with iron then. We will do it with iron then. How are you getting on? You're making food. We have some food. So the castle's only 1% full. I don't know what everyone's doing because nothing seems to be getting done. Nothing's been moved over here or anything. Pardon me. Well, that's them old enough to move out, so prioritize building this house. So I need more children. Well, Yamali could get with Garrett. Yamali and Garrett, or Garrett could have Emilison. Emilison? That's a weird name. Is this getting done yet? No, it's not. Now it is. There we go. Wow, you moved a log. Yamali, you don't deserve Garrett. A log. So, we're back in late autumn. And our loggers produced almost 100 wood. Very good though. This pleases me. There's a hill here. Good to know. See, people are using the path to a point. Once I get some buildings in here, they will use it properly. Just, what's running low? Tools. Still? Have you not produced any? Rough tools, 4 iron tools, but you're obviously not taking them through yet. Not having tools affects wow. That's not bad. Much better than the previous season. We're in early winter now, which is good. And this house is just missing a few logs. There you go. Who are you? Fernandette. Okay, named after your father, I see. So, again, prioritize this, please. Quickly as possible. Wait, is visiting the herbalist. There isn't a herbalist. Herbalist. I don't know how to pronounce that. But, oh, you got a new job. Who are you? Anne-Marie. Oh, semi-normal name. Oh, -9 in early winter already. That's cold. It's just slightly on the cold side. This hasn't even been touched yet. But our forester is working tirelessly. Reserve of iron is low. I will rehire someone here. Oh no, 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 no. Work. One person working there, please. Ah, blacksmiths. I need 2 blacksmiths. 2 blacksmiths, should I say. But we have tools again, which is a bonus. So now we need to build up our iron a bit more, if possible. This house needs to get finished so that we can have someone move in. Got a good supply of firewood, good supply of logs, although there's none here. We're now in full-blown winter. Snow is coming down thick. Loads of logs here, that's nice. bump that up to 1,000. Definitely don't want there to be a cap on the amount of logs we have. I don't know what all these people are doing. I apparently have a few labourers. What are they doing? You're working. Yamali is apparently working. It's cold and finding somewhere warm. Is clothing an issue? No, we still have 2 clothes. Guess they're just gonna have to share clothes soon. So once this is built, a couple of our youth population will become able to have their own families. Hopefully we don't just get a single person living in our fancy pants new stone house instead of the current wooden shacks. There we go. There you go. Garrett went with Emilison. That just leaves Yamali by herself. That's good to see. Now these 2 families can have more children. If they would be ever so kind. So we've got Annie and Yamali. So we don't have any young males, do we? Oh, we've got one. Herbertus. UK. So right in the middle of winter, what we need to now focus on is iron and coal out of the ground. Mine's just gonna remove once placed. Don't need any of that. I need a... Okay, so wooden planks is what we should focus on next. Saw pit, a very slow method of creating lumber by sawing logs. Use the flattened tool terrain to remove this building. Don't want to put that there. I could put it over here. It would fit there quite nicely. Okie dokie. Is that food? No? No. It is not. So, Summit's Burn is coming along. We're down at 4 iron, 9 tools, and you have produced 16 this season. Nice to see. But I need to get my lazy workers to be less lazy. Oh, they've done something. So we need 8 stone for there. How's our stone production looking? We need a quarry. Quarries take a lot of people though. The quarry, probably put it over here. Actually, we won't. We'll put it somewhere. I don't know where. I have no idea. In fact, I should have the flattened tools, flattened terrain somewhere. Remove roads. Maybe one of these 2 here. Flatten terrain. Water and holes come up, mountains come down. Use the remove structures to delete yellow icons after the terrain has been flattened. Use this tool very carefully as you cannot undo your actions. But what I'd like to do is flatten this mountain, if at all possible. Give us a bit more breathing room. For building and things. I didn't realise I could do that. And apparently it's not working, so I'll try the power flan. That works. So Slowly dig our way through this mountain. Literally. Oh, got a little bit close to the coast there. Oh, it gets rid of resources. We don't want to do too much of that. Flatten as much of this mountain as we can. We are into the next year, but I'll try and get this mountain away before the end of this episode. Just left a few floating trees. Quite a few floating trees. Oh, there they go. So, a few little bits and pieces here and there. I've got all this bit of the edge here that still needs to be flattened, but we will come back to that. Look at all that extra space we now have. Now we can tell our people to come and clear everything that's left here. If there is anything that will be left here. There's not, because I'm going to be building things over there eventually. Quarry will probably go in this nice flattened area over here now. So, that's all for this episode. Got a little bit carried away with the time there. Well, hopefully you are enjoying this. If you are, leave a like on the video. It would be very much appreciated. And don't forget to leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of this series. If you'd like it to continue, or you'd like any changes made to it. Or what you think we should do next. That would be good to know. Speaking of, my punishment got built. The Hangman's Noose in the castle grounds where it should be. So yeah, thanks for watching this episode, and there will be more coming very soon. Thanks for watching, bye for now, and I will see you next time.